Hi. This is Neo from Ahhhsoneo. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are back because I do have a new foundation review, high-end foundation review. And it is the Dior DreamSkin Perfect Skin Cushion Capture Totale in 040. And I wanted to get this for so long and I never got it because it said 040, and typically my shade range in Dior foundations is 050 or 060, and I've used this is probably my fourth one of the Dior foundations that I've picked up. I love Dior foundations and I love that they have options for brown skin beauties. But like I said, I wasn't interested in picking this one up because I didn't think it was dark enough. And I happened to be walking through Nordstrom when I saw the display and I looked at it and I thought, that could work. So of course the lovely sales associate, when she saw me standing there staring at it, she was immediately jumped on and said, let's try it. And I did. And I'm glad I did because I went, she cleaned my face up, put it all over my face. I stood outside in the sun and I was like, I like this. I went back inside. Thankfully for me, I did have a gift certificate. So it made it a little easier to plunk down the money because this little bugger is not cheap. And then when I was drilling her as to the justification of the price, she said it was because this is supposed to be like a combination between foundation and skincare. So it does have a high SPF of 50. Yeah, it does have a high SPF of 50. And then, let's see, it says here, is the first Dior skincare to instantly enhance the complexion's natural beauty, offering perfect skin during the day and helping to minimize visible signs of aging, wrinkles, pores, redness, and a dull complexion, in addition to covering spots with every application. So, and then it blah, 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 and then it says, this ultra fresh, lightly tinted liquid skincare fuses the skin to create a natural, even amazingly matte and luminous finish, which I totally agree with. One of the things that I like, there's a lot of things that I like about this, trust me. I love the packaging. I love how heavy it is. It feels so luxe. I like, I don't always, okay, no, stop. I always put on sunscreen in the mornings, but I don't reapply during the day. I'm not in the habit of reapplying foundation during the day. I'm just not. But this, because it is a cushion, it does make it easier to do that. And that's not just for this cushion, that's just all cushion foundations in general. So the fact that there's also an SPF in this makes it perfect for me to reapply during the day if necessary, and the finish just gets better and better. So that's one of the many things that I like about this foundation. So so yeah, if you want to see like me putting it on and then talking about it, I'm excited about the skincare benefits. Like I said, I've been using this for about a month now, almost daily. I love the product. It doesn't have a heavy fragrance, and as much as I love my Chanel Beige foundation, which is literally my favorite foundation, it does have a fragrance to it which tends to stick throughout the day. So, but this, I don't get that from that. So that's another definite pro with this foundation. I will talk at the end of the video about options if, the idea of a $42, $82 foundation makes your skin crawl. But do I recommend this? Yes, I would get it if you haven't already. I also just wanted to say I wanted to put a video up because, as always, I came onto YouTube looking to see, that's what I always do. I when I'm interested in something, I go into YouTube to see what other people think about it and how it looks on other people of a similar complexion. And I was a bit disappointed because I went through pages and pages of a search. There's lots of reviews of this, but there's not lots of women of color with this. So I wanted to put something out there so in case somebody else is looking, they can find it. For reference, I am, like I said, in Dior, I can get away with 050 or 06 foundations, 060. In MAC, I can get away with NW43, NW45. Chanel, Le Beige or Chanel depending on the formulation, sometimes I can get away with a 91, mainly in the winter, or a 121. What other foundations do I use? Yeah, I'll list it down below if I can think of anything else. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. So yeah, it's gonna click over now to me putting it on and more of my thoughts about what I think about it. So I hope you guys found this useful. Just trying to add to the body of knowledge about beauty that is out there. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so I am going to start off by getting rid of this right here. Should have done it first. Sticking with my good old Bye Bye concealer, Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector in Rich. One of my favorites. So, going to use the Guerlain primer. I've already moisturized with my moisturizer, and I'm just gonna prime where I tend to get a little oily. Now I'm looking a little shinier than usual today, but I do have a light shining on me, and I'm thinking maybe that's a reflection. So as you saw in the title, this is the Dior Capture Totale DreamSkin Perfect Skin Cushion. I'm not going to contour, I'm not going to do any of that. I just want to show you guys what this looks like on the skin. I am going to use the puff it comes in. Yes, it's dirty. I've tried to wash it and I'm having a really difficult time getting rid of the color that's already on there, even after I've washed it. So we'll see. But yes, this is something that has been used repeatedly. So yes. Okay, so moving on. Oh, I meant to do this. So that's the swatch. And that's what it looks like. So it's really, for me, I thought when I first saw it, I thought, well, that's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. One of the things I've been surprised by is actually how much I've liked using this puff it comes in. It actually works pretty well. I like it with a beauty blender too, don't get me wrong. And I do typically use it with a beauty blender. But I wanted for this video to use the puff it comes with. And also to say that when I was traveling recently, I did use just this puff for majority of the days. So as you can see, it goes on really smooth. Just trying to blend out some of my concealer there. It does go on really smooth, so easy. I've used it with and without primer and not had any issues. It's very light. I mean, I will definitely say that it is very light. It's not, I wouldn't consider this full coverage. It is buildable though. I think I forgot to put mascara on. I should not be touching a pink bag with makeup. What am I thinking? Okay, I am gonna go ahead and put on some mascara while I wait for the makeup to dry down. And of course, I'm using my favorite powder, which is Mer the Powder, old formula, not the new one. I think I have a comparison on my video about the La Mer powder versus the Caudy powder. Not on my video, on my blog. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the look with a little bit of lipstick and maybe just a little bit of blush. We'll try to leave it as plain as possible so you guys can see what the foundation itself looks like. Okay, we will finish off by spritzing. I always feel so stupid when I do that. But all right, great. So that is the final look. I topped it off with my lips. I used the Ex-Girlfriend by Gwen Stefani. I'm not gonna take the lid off because, ooh, that lipstick has been used and abused and broken and squished and it looks rough, but I keep using it because I love it and I think the color looks great. So I put on a little bit of blush. I didn't contour or highlight, and I did, as you can see, try to get rid of my eye circles, whatever they're called. But that's about it. So what do you guys think? I'll put my thoughts about the foundation here. I bought this probably about a month ago. I've used it almost every day. And I'm in a project planning project where I'm trying to use up 2 of my foundations, and I can honestly say I've barely friggin' touched them since I got this. I love it. The price is prohibitive and scary as hell. But in this ginormous box, you do get 2 of them. So, and this foundation is so good. I really do see myself using the second one. I do. I think the color selection sucked because there's only 4 of them, and this is the darkest. I would say if you're any darker than me, then this isn't really gonna work for you. And then going back to the price again, since this is $82 for the 2, therefore $41 for each. One could say a good alternative, I think this was about $13, $14, is the L'Oreal True Match Cushion. I'm going to have a more detailed description, comparison of the 2 on my blog, and I'll kind of go into the differences. I can't get this right. And I'll go into the differences and similarities between the 2. But yeah, if you just follow me throughout the day, then you can see how this is going. If we like it, you can tell me what you think. I love it. I'm not even gonna lie. I love it. Is it worth $41? I don't know. If money isn't a problem, hell yeah, go for it. And it's so looks. It's one of those items where you can, not that you'd sit at a coffee table and put on makeup, but it's one of those items that when you whip it out of your purse, even if it's just to use the mirror, because it has a really nice full-size mirror. But if you do that, yeah, okay, feeling, you'll just feel like, lovely. So I, for one, do love it. I'm glad it came with a second, so I don't need to worry about repurchasing. And honestly, it jumped to the, not the top of my list. Don't get me wrong. My Chanel Beige is still high up there, but it moved its way up the list of my favorite foundations, high-end foundations. So, thanks for watching. Oh, did you subscribe? Did you click the notification button? Thank you. Comment too. I love to read you guys' comments. I always try to respond to all of them. So, let me know what you think.